So there's a lot to talk about in the world, and I want to talk about it. So welcome back to the Freedom Pines podcast. I'm your host, Jamie B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into today's video, which, by the way, I am outside right now because I had a video and it's ready to go. It's literally unlisted, but then I realized that I messed up on a few things, so I need to remake the video. And I didn't want to go another day without making one. Oh my goodness, it's hot. So if you see me sweating, okay, that's why, because I'm outside. Okay, so this video is gonna be a lot shorter than it was. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have a hard time understanding international politics. Okay, it's not my forte. I've noticed that every time I look at both sides are very convincing with their version of events. Okay, so that each side makes each other look horrible. What I do know is that after 9/11, there was a massive campaign about weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction. Weapons of mass destruction. That's something I remember. And I also remember Trump very much calling Obama out and other people for all of this sort of thing happening, okay? And I gave him major props. I sat here and said, there were no new wars. Trump is a good negotiator, blah, blah, blah. And well, here's the thing, is that I don't doubt that there's lots going on that I don't know about, okay? Everywhere from sleeper cell situation to foreign conflict. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I just wanted to acknowledge it because here's the thing, is that we either talk about this objectively or we talk about it as a hive mind thing, okay? Like I said, there could be things that I don't know about, okay? And that's very clear. As for now, I understand why Trump's base is not responding well, and I can tell when people are being paid to promote something. You know what I mean? When you guys are all using the same language and trying to gaslight people into thinking that this is, Trump's said this all along, it doesn't really work, okay? Especially because Trump was anti-war candidate and, optics don't look too good. Like I said, there's lots I don't know about, okay? It's a very nuanced situation. What I want to talk about, though, is like the social aspect of the right and the infighting, and then I'm going to talk about the left infighting right now. So here's the thing. I respect people who have the ability to, even if people are fully on board with what Trump is saying, if you can effectively communicate that reason why without using the key words, okay, that they are saying, I respect that so much more than people just being so incredibly inauthentic. Like this Jay person I follow really going after Candace Owens. And here's the thing, I can see a little bit of bias with Candace Owens. Ian Carroll's even less biased than Candace is because he recognizes and has talked about the regime in Iran and, spoken out about those things. Whereas, sorry, my screen keeps going black. Whereas Candace Owens kind of ignores it and talks about, just really focuses on, the country that shall not be named. So I don't understand people's, are you actually watching Candace or what? She is pretty open and honest about her journey of whatever, this political realm leads you to. I think that Tucker and Candace, to me and the average citizen, come out looking better because who gets sent to war? Us. We. Me and you. Not them. Me and you. Okay? And our sons and our daughters. And to me, the only people who seem to have any humanity when it comes to things like that is Tucker Carlson and Candace and Ian Carroll. there's so many people that are so pro-Trump. Like, guys, we can't be like the left. We can't have this hive mind mentality where we don't have the ability to criticize people. Okay? I can agree with a lot of what Trump is doing, but also disagree with stuff. That's completely normal and good and healthy, okay? Now, let's talk about the left, okay? Because the right, I just find that the infighting is very much focused on Tucker and Candace and attacking them for their opinions, which doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I don't know. A lot of people are acting like leftists when it comes to those people. Like Jay, this guy that I follow at Storybox. I don't remember what it is exactly, but he goes off, calls her all of these names. I'm like, are you even watching Candace? Do you know what she's actually saying? Or are we just repeating things right now? Anyways, let's jump to the left in Canada right now, pretty much eating its own per usual. So this weekend, there's massive drama, okay? I guess somebody made a post about the bill, C5. Somebody talks about it over here, misgenders somebody. And then this person over here responded, accidentally misgenders this person over here who is very much femme presenting. That's the left's language that they used in this. And instead of actually talking about C5 and all of that sort of thing, it ended up just being about misgendering this one person. And then they dogpiled on this one person. Even Rachel Gilmore started to dogpile. And I thought it was very, very strange. I still think it's very, very strange. I think it's very strange that instead of actually focusing on Bill 5, which is something I would think that the left would be, critical of, because for the last however many years we've been pushing this narrative, and all of a sudden, instead of actually having just the stupid regulations be taken off, it seems like more than that is being taken off. And I just don't like that, because if you live in Northern Ontario, you know exactly why that's not safe. They will come in and destroy your town. They will come in and poison you. They do not care. They will have the next day, if someone dies, someone is there to replace you the next day. They do not care. I like Canada because we do have some regulations. So anyways, it just seems so weird because, I'm scrolling through TikTok this weekend and all I'm seeing from the left is talking about this situation. Drama, 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 drama. Lives over here. Oh, it's crazy. And same with Frank. And the think pieces. Okay, it's just this is exactly why you guys don't realize that people turn to the right, the far right, as they would say. Because you literally throw people, the guy apologized for misgendering and then accidentally misgendered again. Because like I said, this person is femme presenting, looks like a woman. And gets reamed out, and then they throw this person's autism back at them. Uses it against them. Genuinely, the left in Canada can eat its own. Okay, Frank Dominic got canceled a couple weeks ago. I forgot to talk about it. Very interesting times in Canada. I would say, though, that our right-leaning creators normally don't fight. I think I've seen 2 beefs and they've been squashed. So I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but there's not a lot of drama in the right-leaning. Well, maybe there is, actually. I think there's feds on TikTok that get paid to stir the pot in lives, but we know, because the NDP people admitted it, that a lot of our large left-leaning creators are in a mis and disinformation group text with Jagmeet Singh or whoever the NDP is now. So they can't be trusted either, guys. And this whole bot situation, I wonder how many are bots and how many are government officials going anonymous. Would love to know. Okay. So anyways, guys, that's the video today. I will be back tomorrow. I'm sorry about the sound quality on this. It's not great. Obviously, I'm out in my garage. It is hotter than Hades outside. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for all the comments. I am going to keep trying, obviously. And, if it wasn't for you guys watching my videos, then I wouldn't be able to do this. And I actually found out how to get paid. And it didn't take my money. I'm getting my money, okay? I'm very proud of myself because I feel like a boomer sometimes when I go to use these services, but I digress. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will be in air conditioned and looking a lot less sweaty. Okay, bye.